Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Evade and welcome back to a crypto news video. Today is March the 8th, 2021. We have a very exciting video for today. Very important news. As you can see, Bitcoin is trading 2.04% up in the last 24 hours. Ethereum is up 6.23% in the last 24 hours. Let's see what we're looking at for the news. Want to be rich? Bitcoin's limited supply cap means you only need 0.01 Bitcoin. In 10 years, Bitcoin's finite supply will be nearly exhausted, meaning holders might only need 0.01 Bitcoin to become filthy rich. Do you hold 0.01 Bitcoin? Let me know in the comments below. While purchasing 0.01 Bitcoin might cost only $500 today, current trends in global wealth distribution and the inevitable realization of Bitcoin's limited supply could result in 0.01 Bitcoin being worth $1 million in the future. According to Credit Suisse's Global Wealth Report 2020, there are 51.9 million individuals with a net worth surpassing $1 million. The index considers a person's net worth along with their financial and real estate assets while deducting their debts and liabilities. Despite representing just 1% of the global population, excluding children, millionaires own 43% of the world's wealth. According to Credit Suisse's individual wealth breakdown, 175,700 people were worth more than $50 million. Of these, 55,800 were worth at least $100 million, and 4,410 had wealth over $500 million. You can see Bitcoin's finite supply will reach 98% in 10 years. There's a chart right here. As of March 1st, Bitcoin's total supply consists of 18.64 million Bitcoin, leaving 2.37 million coins to be minted. In 10 years, the supply will reach 20.6 million Bitcoin, or 98% of the 21 million coins from total supply. When removing the 1.9 million coins that haven't been touched for over a decade from Bitcoin's supply cap, there is a maximum limit of 19.2 million Bitcoin available for the world's millionaires. This leaves 0.37 Bitcoin per millionaire, including the yet-to-be-mined coins, assuming Bitcoin's supply will be evenly shared between said millionaires. Just taking a quick pause. There's not a lot of Bitcoin out there, and it really saddens me to read this because I've told my friends to look into Bitcoin, do your research. The research is there. The news articles are there. You just literally have to search the web, and you'll be able to find all kinds of stuff, all kinds of news articles, banks, institutions, people, companies, all these things buying up all the Bitcoin. Now, this is not financial advice, but I'm telling you, do your research, because there's not a lot of Bitcoin circulating, and it's going to be sad to see 10 years from now where you could have put $500 into something and you could have made millions. Not financial advice. However, if every Bitcoin that has remained unmoved for 5 or more years is lost, a maximum of 14.57 million Bitcoin will be available for accumulation. In this scenario, each of the world's millionaires could own just 0.28 Bitcoin each, assuming supply is evenly distributed. Which, another pause, we already know, you can Google this, look this up, but there's individuals that own tens, if not hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin already. So that's more Bitcoin that no other person can ever get in the future. Ever. Like, that's huge. Ever. Anyways, in addition to the certified millionaires, there are 590 million individuals whose net worth exceeds $100,000. These people shouldn't be disregarded as potential holders, even though their purchasing power is less. Here's a nice little triangle showing the total wealth and the wealth range of individuals, of adults, and the percentages. It's pretty cool. Assuming the global wealth proportion shown in the chart above stays the same, millionaires represent 6.32 million coins out of Bitcoin's remaining supply, suggesting each individual would have the opportunity to purchase just 0.12 Bitcoin each. The remaining 590 million individuals currently worth 100,000 or higher could effectively hold another 5.9 million coins, resulting in a mere 0.01 Bitcoin per adult. That is crazy. This news just came out. This came out March 7th, so it's a day late, but I needed to share this with you guys because this is insane. Literally insane. Just crazy. Crazy. Next piece of news. Bitcoin is accelerating and replacing gold as store of value, Bloomberg's Mike McLone is saying. Bloomberg's prominent expert Mike McLone has taken to Twitter to share that, according to his data, investors are quickly switching from buying gold to buying Bitcoin, preferring it as a store of value. Now, I know there's a lot of fights in the gold and Bitcoin community to each other, but I just want to know, any of you gold bulls out there? I understand gold's been around for a long time, but like, the world that we're coming to now is digital. We're in a digital world. Yes, gold has been around for thousands of years, but Bitcoin is far superior in every way. Easier to move, less cost efficient. It's theoretically, yes, it costs more energy to mine Bitcoin than it is to gold, but think about all the tools and or equipment that you need to mine gold, to find gold. Gold is not finite. Our planet is huge. Literally, Google right now the circumference or how big the world is. We have so much gold on Earth. It's disgusting. It is actually disgusting. Now, there's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin, and there's already a bunch of Bitcoin that's already been lost. Anyways, the precious metal has been around for thousands of years, will always remain in jewelry and coin collections, he says, but Bitcoin is taking over as an inflation hedge. Yeah, no kidding it is. Here's a tweet: digital #gold, pushing aside the old guard. Gold will always have a place in jewelry and coin collections, but most indicators point to an accelerating pace of #Bitcoin, replacing the metal as a store of value, investors' portfolios. And we can already see gold is going down in value. People are selling off their gold and potentially buying Bitcoin with it. Like, it's just so much easier to move, so much easier to do all these things with. Like, it's just, I guess it's just, maybe I just have common sense. Maybe I have a lot more common sense than some people, I guess. I don't know. Anyways. Next piece of news: third Bitcoin ETF expected to launch in Canada this week. Wouldn't surprise me. If approved, North America's third Bitcoin ETF is planned for listing on Tuesday. So that's tomorrow. Yet another Bitcoin exchange-traded fund is expected to list on the Toronto Stock Exchange on Tuesday. According to an announcement from provider CI Global, asset management regulators have approved the final prospectus for the CI Galaxy Bitcoin ETF. The ETF is expected to begin trading on the Toronto Stock Exchange, the TSX, on Tuesday, subject to approval from the bourse under the ticker BTCX. BTCX will give investors exposure to Bitcoin by investing directly in the cryptocurrency with holdings priced using the Bloomberg Galaxy Bitcoin Index. The listing, if approved, would make BTCX the third Bitcoin ETF in North America. Like I said in my other previous video, it's a snowball effect. You get one, you get two, and then they just keep going. We'll probably have like 5-10 ETFs by this summer, probably. In February, similar products from Evolve Funds Group and Purpose Investment both listed on the TSX. Here's a quote: "I believe our ETF stands out based on its highly competitive price point and CI and Galaxy's extensive capabilities and track record in managing alternative investments in digital assets," said Kirk, CEO of CI Financial, the parent company of the CI Global Asset Management. So there's another ETF launching in Canada. This will be the third one. Next piece of news: Norway listed Acre to put 100% Bitcoin in treasury reserves of new investment unit. Owned billionaire Kjell Roki, the firm's new investment entity, CT, is going all in on Bitcoin. In an announcement Monday, the holding company focused on energy, construction, and fishing said its new entity, CTAS, will keep all its liquid investable assets in Bitcoin and will also enter the Bitcoin mining industry. Here's a quote: "First, we will use Bitcoin as our treasury asset and join the community. In Bitcoin speak, we will be hodlers," Norwegian billionaire Kjell Roki, chairman and majority owner of Acre, said in a letter to shareholders. CT is launching with 500 million Norwegian krone, which is $58.3 million in capital. The new firm has already partnered with Canada's Blockstream to work on Bitcoin mining and sidechain projects. Another huge piece of news. Another billionaire getting into a Bitcoin. Next piece of news: German private bank to offer cryptocurrency services. The private bank is also investigating tokenization of assets, it announced Sunday. According to the institution, the decision to move forward with launch, planned as soon as possible, was prompted by a high market demand for digital asset custody. DLC, Distributed Ledger Consulting GmbH, has been brought in as a consultant partner for the bank's new direction. Donner and Raskuel next plans to intensively address tokenization of assets to maximize its chances of benefiting from an anticipated shift in the finance industry. Here's a quote: "We have been observing the digital assets market for some time now and are convinced of the potential of blockchain technology, also with regard to traditional securities transactions," says Marcus Witt, spokesman of the bank's management board. Was established in 1798 and holds around €9 billion or $10.7 billion in assets under management. There's another bank getting into the cryptocurrency community, as it is very required because the demand is probably there. PayPal to acquire cryptocurrency security startup Curve. PayPal has announced that it plans to acquire Curve, a cryptocurrency startup based in Tel Aviv, Israel. Israel newspaper Calculist originally reported the move, and PayPal has now made an official announcement. Curve is a cryptocurrency security company that helps you store your crypto assets securely. The company operates a cloud-based service that lets you access your crypto wallets without any hardware device. Terms of the deal are undisclosed, and the transaction should close at some point during the first half of 2021. Calculist reported that PayPal was paying between $200 million and $300 million for the acquisition. A person close to the company says the transaction was under $200 million. I guess we'll find out what happened exactly in the next earnings release. I guess we will. Next piece of news. Doge to the moon? Mark Cuban says $1 will definitely happen if Mavericks fans keep rolling. Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban said on Sunday that the price of Dogecoin will definitely hit the $1 level if transactions with the joke cryptocurrency by fans retain the momentum. What happened? The Shark Tank investor took to Twitter to reveal the Mavericks was now the largest Doge merchant in the world. And here is the tweet. The Dallas Mavs have done more than 20,000 Doge in transactions, making it us the largest Dogecoin merchant in the world. We thank all of you and can only say that with if we sell another 6.5 billion Dogecoin worth of Mavs merch, Dogecoin will definitely hit $1. Why it matters. Last week, Cuban said Mavericks would accept the Dogecoin as payment because we can. The basketball team's tickets and merchandise then began to be sold for the Shiba Inu themed cryptocurrency. This is crazy news to me. I mean, I guess we'll see if it hits $1. If it does, congratulations to all the Dogecoin holders. Good for you. Good for you. Anticipating Ethereum 2.0. Ethereum whales hold nearly 70% of the total supply. Ethereum whales have been on a buying spree since November 2020, currently holding 68.7% of the total supply, while Grayscale has doubled their Ethereum stack. Although Ethereum's price has tumbled by a few $100s since the peak in February, whales have continued to accumulate large portions of the second largest digital asset. Recent data revealed that large Ethereum investors own nearly 70% of the total supply, the highest level since 2017. Ethereum whales at a 3-year high. So here's a chart right down here if you want to look at that. So you can see 68.56% of the supply held by Ethereum. 10,000 plus whales is the highest since November 2017. And then you can see 27.8% of the supply held by Ethereum. 10,000 or 10 to 10,000 holders is lowest since August 2017. That's crazy. The price of Ethereum has been on a roller coaster since the start of the year. The asset entered 2021 at 720 before the bull run took it above the previous all-time high at $1,450. However, Ethereum wasn't done and even breached $2,000 for a new all-time high in February. The subsequent market correction resulted in a 35% retracement to $1,300. Nevertheless, Ethereum has reclaimed some ground and currently sits near $1,700, meaning a year-to-date ROI of 135%. These highly volatile price developments and the latest dip haven't deterred Ethereum whales from purchasing considerable amounts, though. Such addresses holding 10,000 Ethereum or more have been gradually increasing since November 2020, as revealed by data from the analytics company Sentiment. And like I said, here's the chart. Anyways, I hope everybody has enjoyed watching this video. If you want to support the channel, a free way to do so is liking the video and subscribing. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.